Greetings, beloved viewer. This is Gilles, and I come to you today to speak of the natural kingdom and about tending gardens. So if you have a garden, you know that at some point there is a need to tend it, to maybe cut branches and make arrangement. I'm not talking about the garden of your heart, that also needs to be tending. So that it keeps growing in the right plants keep on growing in the right way, the right energies. But the first thing I wanted to say is that plants are living beings. They are conscious living beings. They live in another dimension, but that does not make them any less important to the planet. Of course, they create the air we breathe. They are so essential, and so they are in service, but they have no way to defend themselves against any sort of aggression. And so now they're serving, but they would want to be more respected in the future. Of course, in the future, we will cease to exploit the forest and cut them for all kinds of unnecessary. It will be unnecessary, unwanted. We will repopulate the rainforest because the planet needs this incredible. So all of those things will eventually be balanced out and harmonized. Of course, the most advanced intelligence in the three kingdoms are the sequoias and the red trees and the oaks. But every tree has a consciousness. Small trees may be less conscious, but it's not because a small child does not know how to read and write yet that it needs to be mistreated. So even small plants needs to be respected. I have many friends I have trees that are my friends. I don't know them all, but sometimes I communicate with them. They're wonderful. They're so serene, so peaceful, so loving. They always give. They are very good in recording everything that happens, everything that comes within their sphere of consciousness is always recorded, and they communicate with each other. So there is always they have their own life. They are quite magnificent. So I wanted to talk about gardening, and first, when you're going to tend a garden, if you wish to follow those advices, is to 15 minutes before you're going to start, you go into the garden and you inform the natural world of what you're going to do. So that gives a chance to the devas, the elementals, the nature spirits, to inform the trees and bring the life force that resides within all the branches to withdraw within the roots, and so you can do the cutting without having to hurt the tree. So that's kind of important to inform the natural world of what you're going to do before you do it. Whenever I hear something outside with those noisy things that they're doing, they're just so I'm trying to just always catch up and let everybody know, well, watch out, be careful. There is not an aggression, but there is some work is being done. And so the same thing with flowers. When you pick a flower, you may want to ask if it's okay to pick the flower. Of course, flowers enjoy to be picked. For the small story, one day I was going to see my mom, and on the way I saw this incredible bush of violet flowers. And so I came closer to it, and I said, well, can I pick some flowers here? And then I heard all the flowers say, yes, me. And so I picked a few, and I sang the other. I went on my way. So that was an interesting experience. Also, if you wish to communicate with a tree, you want to touch it. Hug it maybe, and you say I am, and you say your name, and so that will allow the spirit, the elemental within the tree to recognize your essence, your energy, and so that from there you can ask the tree a question, or you can exchange energy or communicate. They have a lot to teach us. Another thing I wish to say also is that when in your garden, if you have mushroom clusters, those are usually signs that you do not want to disturb those places. Those are gathering place for nature spirits, all kinds of invisible spirits that live in nature, and that's where they gather. Of course, if you are going into a forest to pick up mushrooms, just inform the forest of your intention, and the spirit of the forest will lead you on the right path to find the best mushrooms for you in relation to your intention, because because nature is here to give, and but nature is we need to respect it at some point, and when we become more loving, more conscious, more respectful of all the living form of Mother Nature, then all those crazy climate things will no longer need to be. Everything will settle down, they'll harmonize. But until we act unconsciously, those things will continue to become more and more and more dramatic in a sense. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting for me I felt called to make this little video today, and I hope you find it interesting. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.